Hi everybody, I'm back with Jeff again. We broke up for a while and then we talked and decided.
Hey, we wanted to make amends over coffee,
So we have beverages.
or tea. Yeah,
Mine's tea
mine's cold.
because I'm going to England and Ireland in a month or so, and that made me think about genealogy. Please, Jeff, would you define that for us? In layman's terms?
Genealogy is the study of ancestry through analysis of the genome.
Sounds right. Some of us use Ancestry.com because it's the most common, and I started using that about 4 years ago and got bored with it, and then I had my DNA tested by them, or processed. Have you ever done that?
I have not. Kind of interesting though.
It is interesting, and recently they changed my DNA to reflect updated processes and more people having it done, and I can't remember exactly what. But it's amazing to me that essentially my dad's side of the family has been in northeast England for over 300 years, according to the Ancestry.com. And I know my mom's parents were both born in Poland, but my current percentages for my DNA as revised say I'm 45% from Eastern Europe, including Ukraine, Roman, and then 10% from England, it's Scotland, and 20% from Ireland. It doesn't even make sense to me. I mean, I know I'm not a DNA scholar. Does it make sense to you, though? I mean,
I think that it's not surprising that there's a lot of travel across Europe and
yeah,
people's memory of who they had children, like who their grandparents were and who their great grandparents were and stuff like that, probably is not directly in line with
but
what their DNA says, right?
yeah, but
And sometimes you get
documents, Joe.
sometimes you get some pepper in the
It's
salt.
documented that James Thomas Keedy, born in northeast England in like 1710, is like my fourth or fifth or sixth or something great grandfather, according to documents.
Wow.
So I just think it is very interesting. I mean, I suppose I should be more knowledgeable about this and not, because I know that like the Vikings came down from the north and into the British Isles and invaded. That means they brought some genes with them.
Got the Dutch coming in too.
Yeah, and people from the Eastern Europe blundered over there and brought more genes, and
You probably got some Roman Empire influence, like way back before, the 1700s.
that's probably it. So what do you think? Where do you think you're from? If you had the test done, what do you think it would show?
So my great grandmother on my mom's side, so maternal great grandmother and great grandfather, are both from County Mayo in Ireland.
Yeah.
And so my mom, and then I think that I think like both sets of my great grandparents on my maternal side are from Ireland. My great grandparents met at an Irish
Shillelagh?
Irish stuff in the Metro Detroit area, in Detroit. I mean, it wasn't really Metro Detroit in the 40s and 50s, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
no, that's my mom's side of the family, and then my dad's side of the family's just mutting it up. I don't really have a lot of knowledge of my dad's side of the family because I'm estranged from my father
side,
and from that side,
Yeah,
and so.
it's-
And you know what? The Ancestry DNA or the well, what are the other ones?
you know, I don't really know, but there are many others.
Yeah.
And some are
There's
maybe better.
There's
but-
one with like a 21 in it or something like that, or.
Yeah, I heard that one.
But I'm really intrigued by this stuff. But the thing that's the biggest, I don't want to say a concern, but the thing that I keep thinking about is knowing the heritage and everything is interesting to me. I'm not going
Yeah.
to be upset if
Yeah.
I
Oh.
have some French in there
Right.
or
No.
some anything.
Anything.
But don't they test for genetic markers for diseases and stuff too? Like, did you find out if you were predisposed to anything?
Oh no, not
Ancestry doesn't do
not-
that.
No, not maybe if you pay them 3 times as much, but no. It's just an estimate of where at that one time when you sent over your tube of spit, where your
that's
where you
kinda
came
cool.
from, and or yeah, it's
And I want to be clear, I'm not concerned about that.
Oh,
Like,
no.
I kind of think it might be
Maybe.
a good thing, but I don't know how I'm going to feel about it if I
Yeah.
know that I'm going to be genetically predisposed to getting Parkinson's disease.
exactly. I don't know how.
Right.
I don't think I'd want to know that at my age. Maybe if I were younger, and I don't think I'd want to ever have known that. So I won't ever take any tests like that. But I think it's just fun, and then that's all I'm interested in for fun. And I was kind of hoping I would have lots more different parts of the country in my system.
But you
Not the
know,
country, but of the world. Like,
maybe I'll do it, and we'll have a follow-up episode.
okay, it's easy. It's up, around Christmas it was $49, and then it was $69, and I don't know, it goes up and down. So maybe someday we'll find out where it's not a gun. That's just a point. Maybe someday we'll find out where Jeff's peoples are from, and it'll be very interesting.
I'd say at least probably like 20-30% Irish. And the others will be a surprise. I mean, there's some German too.
German.
My last name's German.
Yeah. So I have this Irish, Scotland, England, Poland, Russia, Ukraine, some Scandinavian. So
That's cool.
typical American immigrant here.
Can't have the EU break up, otherwise you're not going to be able to travel as easily to all your homelands.
No, I want this EU to keep going strong. It's
No.
best, I think.
Well, it's too bad that your great-grandfather created Brexit.
No. None of my relatives had anything to do with anything. They were either built ships or had little tiny boats. That's all my relatives were involved in. Farming also. That's about it. And retiring. See you next time with Jeff and Mrkeedy.